And we welcome you inside the Beckley-Raleigh Convention Center as we get set for a Class Quad A matchup between the University Hawks and the Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagles. We'll take a break and get back ready to go right after this.
I'm Jake, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's new Grilled Spicy Deluxe is that grilled chicken that we all know and love with the grilled marks. It's super juicy. The heat, the cheese, the multi-grain brioche bun, the flavor is just out of this world.
Hey, I'm Amber, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe is the chicken. This is not your traditional spicy chicken sandwich. You get the grilled flavor, seasoning, spices, married all together to this perfect sandwich. It's literally like fireworks in your mouth.
Northside, where everybody rides. Northside Chevrolet Buick GMC, Route 19 in Summersville on Northside Drive. Brand new professional grade GMCs for less, including ready for work heavy duties, Chevy Silverados, Equinox, and more at Northside. A new generation of luxury is here. Experience the new Buick at Northside Chevrolet Buick GMC, Route 19 in Summersville. Browse our enormous inventory now at northsidewv.net.
FCA has incredible impact on coaches, the teams, the players, and the community as well.
It's changed our lives. It's changed mine as a husband, as a father, and as a coach.
It does make an impact on our lives.
FCA has become a full circle in our lives.
People from all different kinds of backgrounds.
If all we're going to be is a coach that happens to be a Christian, I think it's more important to be a Christian that happens to be a coach.
Little General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100-plus stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
We welcome you inside the Beckley-Raleigh Convention Center in Beckley, West Virginia, as Video Productions proudly presents live streaming coverage of Class 4A boys basketball featuring the University Hawks and the Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagles. Today's game is presented by the Little General Stores. Great prices, convenient places. Visit your local Little General Stores today. Alongside two-time NAIA National Coach of the Year, Bob Bolin, I'm Andrew Miller, here to bring you the live coverage of high school boys basketball in the great state of West Virginia. Game producer for this afternoon's live streaming broadcast is Robbie Mounts. Our camera operator is Jason Bolin. Executive producer for Video Productions is Butch Mounts. Glad you could be with us inside the historic dome of the Beckley-Raleigh Convention Center as we prepare for a battle between two powerhouse programs in the newly classified 4A division. The University Hawks come into today's contest at 1-0, fresh off a 2019 Class AAA state championship and a #1 seed heading into last season's state championship that was cut short due to the coronavirus. The Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagles at 1-2 are looking to get back to the state tournament and add another championship to the 16 state titles in program history. I bring in my partner, Bob Bolin. Coach, what are you looking for here today matchup-wise between these two programs early in this season, coming off of a near 365-day break?
Well, I think, first of all, for University, you may see them go some matchup zone early because of Beckley's inability to make the three this year, but as Coach Middle told me, they always make them against University. Beckley shot the lights out the past 2 or 3 years when they played University, so Beckley's capable of making those shots. They just haven't went down so far, and as you told me, the three teams that have beaten them this year are really playing good basketball. And as far as Woodrow Wilson, you'll see their half-court man-to-man pressure defense. And, they'll try to slow University down that way. This is one of the few teams that will be bigger than Woodrow this year, as University supports a really tall back line.
Both of these teams losing a ton from their teams last season. 4 starters lost for University and Coach Joe Schmeidel from last year, including All-Staters Caden Matheny and KJ McClurg. 3 starters lost from Woodrow Wilson's team last year. So early in the season, both these teams trying to figure out who they are. Here's a nice steal off of the bat. Into the front court quickly, attacking the rim was Jace Colucci, and he'll be fouled on the shot attempt.
Yeah, Colucci did a good job of anticipating that pass and attacking the rim and creating the contact. And we mentioned Coach Schmidl's team last year. You know, they were a front runner to win the state championship, prohibitive favored, and Cova kind of took that opportunity away from him. And boy, if I would have been in his situation, that would have made me sick. I mean, and they had 2 players to go start at the Division I level in their first game. That's the last time that's happened in the state of West Virginia was the Great Huntington teams in the mid-2000s.
Colucci missing on both free throws, and Barkley grabs the rebound for University. Neisler with possession. He is the leading returning scorer for Coach Schmidl, and he gets things going with a 2-point basket. Nice attack there by Neisler. Quick shot attempt on Beckley's side. Colucci can't find the mark on that one. University quickly into the front court. Here's Forbes attacking left block. Gilliam there to swat it away.
Really good pace to the game so far. Both teams pushing it up the floor, now getting into their half-court sets.
Pass tipped and stolen. Here comes Neisler into the front court. Pull-up 15-footer. Foul line jumper is good for Neisler. He's got 4 early.
Neisler went all the way to the bucket last trip, able to pull up and hit that 15-foot J that time. Solid player. Returning starter on a really good team.
Neisler was an honorable mention All-Stater. Again, in Class AAA, this is the first year for Class 4A. Another steal. Neisler, Euro steps in the lane, and he'll end up at the free throw line.
Yeah, Richardson a little careless with the ball up there in the set offense. Beckley played late last night, getting over right there. Got to take that dribble with that outside hand, with that left hand, make the defender guard you, then deliver the ball to the wing.
Richardson on the foul for the Flying Eagles. Parkersburg South falling to University a couple nights ago. University winning 60-43. I mentioned Woodrow Wilson. Well, they've had a tough go of it early on. Shady Spring defeating the Flying Eagles in overtime, 63-59. Shady undefeated on the season. A close win for Woodrow Wilson against Lincoln High School. Here comes the attack by University. Layup missed by T.T. Brooks, but saved inbounds by Brooks. And then most recently for Woodrow Wilson, George Washington, who is 5-0 and undefeated, defeating the Flying Eagles.
Yeah, Beckley played really well in the second half last night and careless with the ball. And Coach Key is not real happy with the way they're passing the ball on offense. And University returns the favor, and Woodrow returns it back to him.
Some sloppy play to begin with, Coach. First miss of the night for Neisler. Gilliam grabs his second rebound.
Beckley has 4 turnovers before they've scored a basket.
Here's Colucci spotting up left wing, and that one falls.
Colucci with a catch and shoot, didn't have to step into it, elevated straight up off the catch. Good, strong player, kind of a little twist of ankle on the way back on defense there.
5-3 early lead for University. Whistle and a foul out top on Richardson, his second.
And there's Colucci on the replay. Just, you don't see that much. He didn't have to step into it. Just caught it, elevated, and knocked it down.
Richardson with the second foul will check out. Coming in is the 6'2 junior forward Samuel Peck for the Flying Eagles. University got some tall, hybrid guard forward players, including this one right here, attacking the rim. It is Garrison Kisner, the 6'6 sophomore. I know Coach Schmidl very high on him, but Kisner whistled for the charge.
Yeah, that was one of the keys to the game there. Coach Schmidl said that the guards have to be under control when they drive to the basket because Beckley is so good at taking charges.
University extending a 2-3 zone. Those two guards, Coach, out in front of the three-point line. It ends up working temporarily for the steal.
I think they better get a new ball. That ball's got some butter on it or something. It's slipping away from one team, slipping to the other team.
You know, in the age of the coronavirus, Coach, they've got to sanitize the ball. Somebody may have changed it with Crisco. Woodrow Wilson ball. Here's another 3 attempt. That one hits off short for Colucci.
See this 2-on-1 here. See how he plays. Oh, no.
Oh, the runner in the lane by Brooks had a man open, Coach.
Yeah, you see Coach Schmidt. That's not what you want, 2-on-1. You take it to there's a charge, an easy call. You take it to the basket, and when the defense stops you, you drop it off to your teammate. You don't want a jump shot on a 2-on-1. And you can tell Coach Schmidt was not happy with that. And Coach Kidd was not happy with Cook there, just running over the defender. Easy call for the referees.
When you think about it, Coach, this early season contest, this is just the second game for University and just the fourth for Woodrow Wilson. Would you expect to see some of this kind of play early on?
Not this bad. But both teams are just throwing it away. Now, University had a 2-week break there where they had a corona case early, so they didn't get to practice as much as the other team. And Beckley played last night. You know, these teams, you know, that's probably Beckley sloppiness is from last night and University's from not another turnover. Well,
tried to dump it into Gilliam, tipped away into the hands of Peck, and Peck has it swatted out of bounds by Blake Barkley. You mentioned, Coach, the size advantage for University. Forbes at 6'6", Barkley 6'7", and Kisner at 6'6". Colucci off the inbound, another 3, and Chase Colucci hits his second.
And he has matched his total from last year. He made 8 3-pointers last year at Westside. He's already made 8 in a one game against Shady here. He had 6, and that's 2 in the first quarter here. So he likes this building.
Gives the Flying Eagles their first lead at 6-5 here in the first. University working the perimeter nicely, finding an open man. Barkley unable to hit. Rebound Forbes, and he muscles it up and in.
Nice strong move by Forbes using the left hand.
And the lead seesaws back and forth. Here's a 3 by Keenan Cook. And the Eagles getting a little bit hot here early.
Yeah. They hit 1 3 last night, and Coach Schmidt said Beckley always shoots good against University. He didn't care about those stats.
Another attack in the lane by Forbes, and a jump ball caused by Gilliam.
And I think that was the proper call. Forbes went in there, tried to show off a foul as we look at Cook with faked the pass, squared up with his feet, and knocked down the 3 ball.
That is the third 3 here in the first quarter alone for the Flying Eagles. Looking to get to 2-2 early on the season. Colucci feeling it, and he hits another one.
Hey, boy, he is feeling it. He wasn't even squared to the basket when he let that go. Beckley with 4 threes here to start the game. Shooting the ball at a high level from behind the arc.
Colucci 3 for 4 from behind the line. Here comes Barkley attacking baseline. And a whistle on a Flying Eagle.
Watch Colucci come off this pick. Wasn't even squared up in the air. Started backpedaling with it, left his hand. You know, those days of follow your shot are over. Make the shot. I think a lot of coaches teach that. I can't stand to see somebody shoot and run after it. That means they don't have any confidence. He shot that ball and knew it was going in. And when you see University hitting the front of the rim on a lot of these free throws, your first time of the year playing with no background is very difficult. It causes a lot of shots to come up short.
Hawks 1 of 3 so far at the line. That foul most recently on Keenan Cook. 0 of 2, but University able to track down the loose ball rebound. So they will maintain possession. Now top with it is Neisler. He hit the first couple of baskets. He's been silent since then. Woodrow Wilson doing a nice job.
Oh, moving their feet well on defense. Look for Coach Schmidl maybe to turn up a little pressure with Richardson out and being the only true point guard on the team right now.
Boy, Forbes had to work for that shot attempt. Into some contact, couldn't get it to fall.
And with Beckley making threes at the pace they are. And you know what that opens up? When you hit a couple threes, the defense has to come out and guard you. Then that opens up driving lanes to the basket. And then it should open up being Gillum inside. It all goes together, Andrew.
Now foul listed on Jaden Hamrick on the drive by Keenan Cook. Inbounds, they tried to lob it into Gilliam, and that's on the floor. Gilliam, you think University knows that guy's name. They have been bookending him. Quick pass, the shot is up, it's good, and a foul called on Beckley Woodrow Wilson's Peck. So at the line for a three-point play opportunity, Blake Barkley.
Yeah, Barkley looked like Charles Barkley there, catching that ball in traffic, going up with defenders hanging on his arm and able to finish at the basket.
In the foul on Peck, his first, but that is team number 5.
University has switched to man-to-man, and they will give Ben Gillum a lot of. There's Colucci again.
Another three-pointer. That one hits back iron, and the rebound cleared by Barkley. Into the hands of Neisler. University trying to attack the seams here on the wings. They'll get it over to Forbes. Now the drive and the pull-up by Kisner, and that hits nothing. Rebound collected by Gilliam, his third of the afternoon. Now Gilliam going to spot up for 3. That one rolls off. Another rebound this time for Barkley, his third. Under a minute left here in quarter number 1. Quick touch shot up and good, and Neisler good for the third one, right around that 15-foot area, Coach.
Yeah, Neisler, good catch and shoot. Nice cut. He gave the defender a back cut and then cut up to the foul line area for the shot. Again, Beckley, another turnover, trying to force it into Big Ben.
And again, they've got bookend. They've got Forbes in front, and they're bringing a guard, or Forbes behind. They're bringing a guard in front, trying to eliminate the offensive firepower.
There goes University going for the final shot of the half. Look forward to take it around 4 or 5 seconds left.
We'll dump it into Forbes on the block. Contact, no call. The rebound to Gilliam. Good if it goes. The three-quarter court shot is off the mark. We're square at 12 after 1 here from the Beckley Raleigh Convention Center. You're watching high school basketball on Video Productions.
Northside, where everybody rides. Northside Chevrolet Buick GMC Route 19 in Summersville on Northside Drive. Brand new professional grade GMCs for less, including ready for work heavy duties, Chevy Silverados, Equinox, and more at Northside. A new generation of luxury is here. Experience the new Buick at Northside Chevrolet Buick GMC Route 19 in Summersville. Browse our enormous inventory now at northsidewv.net.
Little General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100-plus stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
All knotted up at 12 after 1. Glad you could watch us here today. Live streaming coverage of high school basketball in West Virginia. Alongside my partner, two-time NAIA National Coach of the Year, Bob Bolin. I'm Andrew Miller. Hot shooting for the Flying Eagles in that first quarter, Coach, including 3 for Colucci.
Oh, yeah, he shot it well. And I'll tell you, Andrew, maybe you can explain this to me. But they wipe off the ball, these COVID rules, at the end of the quarter, but the same 10 guys are going to touch it. And then we don't have a jump ball, but you can take charges and fight each other. And I just say, Andrew, if you're smart, explain those to me.
I stopped trying to make sense of these rules about 7 months ago, Coach.
I mean, I guess the only thing I can think of, the jump ball, is they would be standing beside the referee more than they ever would during the game. I mean, that's the only possible thing, because look at them right now. They stood together longer than they would on the jump ball on that Alabama's play.
And Neisler in the lane, another one.
Good mid-range player, Neisler. Able to hit it over there, so maybe we better get some, so we sound smarter on there. And I know other people have asked me, why don't they jump ball? I'm like, I don't know. There's a nice lob pass.
Beautiful dump into Gilliam, and he'll be fouled on the shot attempt. The frustration as he wanted to finish that play off. The foul whistled on Blake Barkley, his first.
Look at that. See, they're reading the offside defender. Keenan Cook read the offside defender, and if he's over under the basket, he can't throw that. But where he was hugging his man, they saw it and able to get the ball to Ben and draw the foul, and thought he had an easy three-point play, and now he's trying to get out of here with one.
Tell you, though, Coach, that's the first time I've seen Gilliam without two defenders on him when the ball goes in.
Oh, and University's doing a great job of keeping the ball out of his hands.
That's his first point of the afternoon.
Beckley picking up full court pressure here.
University with possession. Talked about Neisler. He has got 9 early. He'll drive and dish. Three-pointer. That one rattles home for Jaden Hammock, the sophomore.
Hammock stepped up, looked good. The BEEF acronym, balance, eyes, elbow, and follow through.
Leads to a 4-point advantage for the Hawks. Colucci looking for that screen out top. He'll step into a deep one now. That one deadens off the back of the rim. Thought that might be his fourth. Now Colucci nearly steals it on the sideline. Good hustle by the young man.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, here you go. Our replay here, nice jab step, good kick out, nice three-pointer by Hammock. You know what you don't hear about Ron Kidd? You haven't heard one time him say about Redfern. Redfern's a projected starter, hasn't played this year at the point. And Maddox McMillan started the first 2 games. He's been out last night, tonight. But you don't hear him making excuses, doesn't say anything. You know, to him, next guy's got to stand up. I thought Gillum got away with a bump there at first, and then he had position to create the turnover. But you don't hear him making excuses, saying those things. And then Beckley's got 4. They had 5 on the bench dress last night. They only have 4 right there. There's another nice pass.
Well, they dumped it into Gilliam, and a great spin move high side on Forbes, and soft touch by Gilliam. He's got 3 now.
And if they're going to front Ben, look for Coach Schmidl to bring that help side over, because Ben's hard to guard once he touches that ball in there.
Forbes almost tosses it into
I was ready for that.
Our area. Here's a drive and a shot put up, no good by Hammock. The rebound swatted away from Forbes, but right there to take it is Hammock. So the Hawks will retain possession. They'll reset. We'll work it over to Neisler. He'll drive into the lane again.
Oh, nice pass.
And he will dump it off, and slamming it home is Barkley. That's the respect, I think, Coach, they're giving Neisler. When he drives in, he's offering now some easy assists. Now Peck steps into one.
I tell you, that Peck is at the Y 5 hours a day. He's always working. Good to see him rewarded with some playing time and able to hit a big shot, hit a nice jump hook last night.
Now top, University. Here's the drive by Barkley.
Hey, Barkley's a player, Andrew. The dunk, and now he took it off the dribble at 6'7". I believe we got a player over here for University.
Absolutely. Again, losing 4 starters from last year's team. Yeah, they Coach Schmidl, and you wonder, well, how are they going to look this year? They've got some serious talent. Pressure in the back court along the sideline. Barkley almost stepped on the sideline. So Woodrow Wilson, coach, picking up the intensity defensively.
Well, we got a good one going here, Andrew.
Absolutely. Caden Slade checking out of the ball game for Woodrow Wilson. Stepping in is Tyler Kimball, the sophomore, for the first time tonight. Out on the right wing, another 3 opportunity. That one hits all sides, almost fell in. Rebound for Forbes, and he's a workhorse in there. He and Gilliam have gone at it on this side of the court.
Yeah, and I thought Gilliam got away with one a minute ago, and then I thought that one was clean. I'm glad I'm not out there with the striper shirt on. I thought he held his ground there and able to get that one, but I thought the time before he got a good chest bump in that could have been called a block. So they average out.
Forbes, the lefty, looks good on his first one.
Uh-oh, watch it. Look at this great instant replay. Let's see. I don't know about that.
There's a whole lot of ball on that foul. Of course, we have the easier job of seeing it in
I guess, but they're
the second time.
Yeah, but the refs are getting paid to get it right. No, I'm not getting on. They're calling a good game. The game's got a good flow to it. And now you see that time University brought the help over on Gillum. Gillum scored 2 straight times in there. They brought the help over.
Another one for Peck out top. That one missing. Rebound tipped around on the floor and controlled by Hammock. He'll launch it into the front court. Shot put up by Jude Wiseman-Raven as he crashes into the padding underneath the rim. And he'll draw the contact on Colucci.
Yeah, and Tylee Kimball into the game for the Flying Eagles. First action I've seen this year.
First free throw good for Wiseman-Raven.
I'm just kind of looking over at the Beckley bench. I think it's Wolf. Landon Wolf. I don't see him over there tonight.
Second one up and good as well. University starting to hit free throws after missing 2 of their first 3.
Yeah, after Ben hit those 2 shots, University goes back to the zone. They'll make Beckley hit one from behind the 3 again.
Colucci hands it off over on the right wing. Kimball can't hit. The rebound pulled down by Neisler. University in transition.
Nice
Barkley
pass.
Across, touch pass from Hammock in the lane. The runner is good by T.T. Brooks, his first points of the night.
T.T. Brooks under control. Able to hit that nice little floater and another steal. That's where they've been getting it, from the wing pass. Let's see if he reads this right.
Wiseman-Raven anticipating the pass out top. And now a foul on the drive for Hammock. And that will send Hammock to the line.
Yeah, on the replay there, T.T. Brooks. Probably instant replays, we get to them so fast, Robbie does. And, I mean, they're just right on the spot. And, boy, it's nice to have instant replays like that.
I absolutely love that. 1 plus the bonus for Hammock as he hits the front end.
Yeah, University's opened up an 8-point lead off of a couple turnovers. And big possession coming up here for Beckley. They don't want to give University a possession to take this into double. Oh, no, offensive rebound. And that's what you can't do.
And Neisler.
And here comes a substitution, too. And a big fella hadn't been in yet this year. Here he comes. Coach Kidd just will not put up with giving offensive rebounds up on the free throw line. And this Mike Miller coming in here, good football player for the Flying Eagles, 6'6", good weight on him. Let's see how he does.
That is a big-sized young man right there.
Oh, yeah. And I can see exactly what Coach Kidd's thinking. Let's see if he gets beat on offensive rebound. He'll probably come out too.
Well, Neisler missing both.
Almost did.
And after making 5 straight from the line, University missing their last 3 free throws. Foul underneath. That's going to be whistled on. They've got number 4 for University there. That'll be T.T. Brooks' first. Into the corner, trying to cut into the deficit. And a pretty looking shot from Caden Slay.
Yeah, K.K. Slay had his feet set. Nice follow through there. His father, Brian Slay, was a good player for me at Mountain State University. Big time shooter, his dad was.
Wiseman-Raven kicked it out top there to Neisler, and as he was going to attack, split those feet, travel.
Yep, the slide of the pivot foot there.
Neisler had 9 early on, Coach, and he has been silent since late in the first quarter.
Yeah, as we looked at Slay on that 3, let's see if they look for him again.
Here comes Gilliam attacking.
There he's back in the corner up, didn't look over there. Got Slay in the corner again.
Well, he was open a couple of times.
He's still there.
Stepping into one is Kimball, and he will bury the 3.
Tylee Kimball said, I don't need to hit Slay in the corner. I got this. Boy, Beckley's shooting the 3 really well.
A quick 6-0 run gets the Flying Eagles back to within 2. Here's Hammock now trying to match from the left wing, and he will bury it.
Boy, The offense has picked up here in the last few minutes.
Second three of the game for Kimball. Lead back out to 5. Now Gilliam going to try one. That one's offside rim. Brooks with the rebound on the attack. Wiseman with a beautiful dish, and the scoop layup on the reverse falls short for Hammock, but he will go to the line.
Yeah, Beckley uncharacteristically jumping the rebounder there in the backcourt. And when you jump that rebounder, that just opens the lanes for people to get back. And I've watched Coach Kids practice. They preach get back. And it's playing that lookout defense in the backcourt. They were looking at trying to guard the man 94 feet and hollering lookout.
Hamrick hits the first. He's 2 for 3 from the line. Wiseman, Raven checking out.
And if you had to say the one thing consistent about Beckley basketball the last 35 years is they always play defense. And they take charges. And, you know, the other coaches around the state, when I was talking with Coach Schmidl, he said, we know Beckley will step in there and take charges. We have to be under control when we drive to the basket.
They'll try to work it into Gilliam again, and this time University goes back to that help side defense and ends up with a turnover.
And Beckley has to read that. I mean, if they got Ben double teamed, can't get him the ball. You know, you got to drive a gap, hit a jump shot. Anything's better than a turnover except 2 missed free throws.
Been a pretty sloppy first half for both teams. Here's an attack to the rim, and just enough English on it for T.T. Brooks.
Oh, T.T. Brooks, good body control, able to hang in there. Really good guard. I guess he got to play against Matheny every day last year, and I'm sure that didn't hurt him at all.
Yeah, it's talk about war room opportunities for these guys for University. Playing backup last year to that talented team. Here's Gilliam attacking.
Yeah, nice play by Ben Gilliam. You know, he showed the ball. He got the ball at the high post area, took his time, made a great ball fake, able to get a step on the defender and draw the foul.
That foul whistled on Aaron Forbes, his first. Here's Colucci, an opportunity for another 3. That may have been partially tipped. University comes down with it. Now out with 35 on the clock. University will set up the offense.
If they're trying to hold for the last one, that's a long time against pressure defense, 30 seconds without turning it over. When you're not being aggressive to almost a 5-second call there. Just not an easy thing to do because the defense knows you're not trying to score, so they can play you more aggressively. As Coach Schmidl gets a timeout at 18.7. Let's see what Ron Kidd does here off the defensive inbounds.
So now you've got 18.7 seconds on the clock, Coach. And on this 30-second timeout, you could diagnose for us what might we see here in the last 18 seconds. You mentioned that's a lot of time to have to work.
It is. And Beckley, if they wanted to take a little chance here, knowing that University's not going to throw the lob to the basket. They're trying to get the last shot of the half. So Beckley could double-team the point guard and really play aggressively and go for a 5-second count here. And then from University side, they probably like to get the ball in the backcourt, take their time coming up. I'm sure he's drawing up a set right now. Brooks has hit a couple here lately driving to the basket. You know, I would maybe look for Brooks driving to the basket. And then you always got to look for Neisler on the cut.
Yeah, again, Neisler had 9 in the first quarter. He has not scored in the second, but he's got 2 nice assists as the defense for the Flying Eagles has to respect his shooting ability when he gets around to that 15-foot area.
Okay.
He'll get it into the hands of Hammock. Hammock and
there
Cook going at it, and Cook swipes it. Here's Cook, and he will softly send it home with 5 seconds left on the clock. University will have a chance here to heave it. Good if it goes. Hits off the top of the backboard.
That's what I was telling you, Andrew. When you know the other team is trying to hold the ball, you can be more aggressive. And there is Keenan Cook with a nice defensive play and the unk. Well, I don't know if we'll give him a dunk on that, but great play by Keenan Cook to cut the lead to 7 at the half.
Big momentum shift for Woodrow Wilson. They trail, though. The Hawks leading at the half, 35-28. You're watching West Virginia High School boys basketball on Video Productions.
Northside, where everybody rides. Northside Chevrolet Buick GMC, Route 19 in Summersville on Northside Drive. Brand new professional grade GMCs for less, including ready for work heavy duties, Chevy Silverados, Equinox, and more at Northside. A new generation of luxury is here. Experience the new Buick at Northside Chevrolet Buick GMC, Route 19 in Summersville. Browse our enormous inventory now at northsidewv.net.
The earth beneath my feet is turning like a wheel and beating like a drum.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications or strings or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
Little General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100-plus stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
Hey, my name is Joseph, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A nuggets is they're so good every single time. You bite into that nugget, and it's just so crispy, but somehow juicy, that perfect balance. And then if you just grab a couple sauces, you're going to be in heaven.
Hey, I'm Chambray, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is how rich and cheesy it is. I just scoop the crispy top, and it's so good. It's so homey. It's like, wow, thank you. I needed that.
We welcome you back inside the Raleigh-Beckley Convention Center here on Video Productions alongside my partner, two-time NAIA National Coach of the Year, Bob Bolin. I'm Andrew Miller. Glad you could join us on Video Productions live streaming coverage of Class 4A boys basketball in the great state of West Virginia. Again, this is the new class system. As for a long time, it was a three-class system. These two teams, both University and Woodrow Wilson, were in Class AAA. They have bumped up to Quad A for this season. It's a 2-year trial run, and we'll see how that works out throughout this season in the new division. At the half, University leading Woodrow Wilson 35-28. University in that first half led by Ryan Neisler with 9 points and 2 rebounds. Got 7 apiece from Barkley and Forbes. Barkley with 7 points, 4 rebounds. Forbes with 7 and 2. And T.T. Brooks with 4 points and 2 rebounds. University went to the free throw line 15 times. They shot it poorly to begin with and to end with, but in the middle they made some free throws. They finished up the half 9 of 15. For Woodrow Wilson, leading the way was Jace Colucci. He had 9 points all on threes. He hit 3 of them, but he was cold in the second quarter. Ben Gillum with 5 points, 4 rebounds, and Keenan Cook with 5 points, 2 rebounds, including that big steal and unk, as Coach Bolin would say, to end the first half. Woodrow Wilson hit 7 threes in the first half of play, just went to the line for 2 trips, and they were 1 of 4 from the free throw line. Coach, this was kind of a back-and-forth affair. University getting out big, up to 9. But Woodrow Wilson fighting back here. It is a 7-point advantage for University, but Woodrow hanging around here early.
Oh, big play by Keenan Cook. I mean, University's going for the last shot of the half. They're either going to have a 9-point lead, somewhere between 9 and 12, and Keenan Cook gets a steal and gets a layup all the way there. He has nice hands, great hustle play, and the dunk. I got to give him a dunk on the replay, baby. But, I mean, Cook, that was a great play by Cook. And then you go into the dressing room at halftime with a little momentum on your side. The lead's down to 7. You go in there with a little bit more giddy up in your step. If University hits a shot, it's 11. You're kind of going in the dressing room with your head down. So big play by Cook for the Flying Eagles there.
So, Coach, you look at second half adjustments. It didn't seem as if Coach Schmidl made too many. His team is already out just about 4 minutes in the halftime locker room. They're out getting some shots up here on the other rim for the second half. So adjustments for both teams here in the second half. What do you think both coaching staffs are looking at to try to fix?
Well, I think University will try to do what they did. They'll make Beckley make some jump shots. If they make them, they'll extend. And if Beckley's able to get the ball into Ben Gillum, they'll go back and collapse. I think that's their game plan. As far as Beckley goes, I think they realize they can take a little bit more chances up around half court, go for some steals like Cook did there. University's being very patient on the offensive end. So the more patient an offensive team is, the more chances you can take. Now, Beckley doesn't want to take chances near the three-point line, because you take a chance there, it's a backdoor and a layup or the dunk like that happened earlier. But up around the half court, Beckley's got the quickness to take some chances, go for some steals, and try to cut this lead down.
University, again, coming in at 1-0 on the season, had some COVID issues to start the season, so they were delayed by a week. Woodrow Wilson at 1-2, but that might be just a little bit deceiving. And again, due to the fact that the two losses have come against teams with a combined record of 8-0 on the season. Shady Spring 3-0, and that was an overtime victory for Shady Spring over this Woodrow Wilson team. And again, George Washington just last night defeating Woodrow Wilson. GW is 5-0 as well. And again, just glad that we can broadcast some basketball, Coach. With the entire last year happening the way it did, these teams got all the way to the point where they were already seeded for state tournament action, and that's when things got shut down. It has been a long trip to get here, not in just high school, but in college and all the other basketball. It's just fun to be able to broadcast some basketball again.
Oh, it is, Andrew. And as we alluded to earlier, University was the number one seed going into the tournament. Beckley got knocked out by a St. Albans team that came here to the Armory and just shot the lights out, played a really great game. And when you brought that up about, and I like that you notice everything, Coach Smittle getting out here with 6 minutes left. When you have a 3-hour trip the day of the game, that's smart. Now Woodrow may take some extra rest because they played an away game last night and their bus broke down.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so, people don't know really what you go through. Beckley may think, let's get 2 more minutes up here off our feet with our legs propped up, and then University thinks, man, we've had a 3-hour trip down here. Let's get out here and shoot some. So I know that both coaches know the adjustments that they want to make. I'm sure you can make those adjustments in 3 or 4 minutes, talk to your team, and get ready to play a second half, which I think will be a good, exciting second half of basketball.
We're ready to go here in just a few minutes. We'll take a break for our sponsors. When we come back, second half action. You're watching West Virginia High School boys basketball on Video Productions.
Hi there, I'm Jake, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's new Grilled Spicy Deluxe is that grilled chicken that we all know and love with the grilled marks. It's super juicy. The heat, the cheese, the multi-grain brioche bun, the flavor is just out of this world.
Hey, I'm Amber, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe is the chicken. This is not your traditional spicy chicken sandwich. You get the grilled flavor, seasoning, spices, married all together to this perfect sandwich. It's literally like fireworks in your mouth.
Northside, where everybody rides. Northside Chevrolet Buick GMC, Route 19 in Summersville on Northside Drive. Brand new professional grade GMCs for less, including ready for work heavy duties, Chevy Silverados, Equinox, and more at Northside. A new generation of luxury is here. Experience the new Buick at Northside Chevrolet Buick GMC, Route 19 in Summersville. Browse our enormous inventory now at northsidewv.net.
FCA has incredible impact on coaches, the teams, the players, and the community as well.
It's changed our lives. It's changed mine as a husband, as a father, and as a coach.
It does make an impact on our lives.
FCA has become a full circle in our lives.
People from all different kinds of backgrounds.
If all we're going to be is a coach that happens to be a Christian, I think it's more important to be a Christian that happens to be a coach.
Little General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families.
Back inside the Beckley-Raleigh Convention Center. Here we go, second half action from Video Productions alongside Bob Bolin. Andrew Miller, glad you guys could be with us. Beckley Woodrow Wilson starting with possession. And University with some nice defense inside on the blocked shot.
You know, during this COVID season, when you talk about adjustments, what teams need to do, they have to adjust and improvise. They have to be comfortable being uncomfortable, and don't try to control the uncontrollable. I mean, there's going to be things that come up during the year that you can't control, and you just have to roll with it and do. Beckley comes out with 2 straight air balls to start the third quarter.
It was a good look for the Flying Eagles. Here's Neisler attacking the lane. And between 2 defenders, he skied up for that one.
Yeah, Neisler plays at his own pace. You know, he takes his time, had long strides going to the basket. If he gets cut off, he's going at a pace where he can go do that Euro step.
Flying Eagles get it into Gillum. But again, good defensive help. Now the attack to the lane. And drawing the contact is Caden Slay.
Yeah, I didn't see that one there. There's the nice little play by Neisler. You know, I do think it's happened to Beckley this year. I think officials don't reward the big guy. I mean, that looked like a clean block. There's been so many on Gillum this year when he gets it in the paint and the defender just flops and falls down. You know, in big-time college, when you get a mismatch in the paint, I don't care what that little guy, you can even charge over him. They're not going to call it. But it seems like at the high school level, they don't reward those big guys. And I thought that happened to University there. I thought that was a clean block. But it's happened to Ben Gillum all year for the Flying Eagles also.
Just the third trip to the free throw line for Beckley Woodrow Wilson. Beckley 2 of 2 for Slay.
Beckley showing a 2-2-1 zone press for the first time. See how University handles it.
Handles it well into the front court at least, and a good dish underneath by Barkley, finding Forbes for the reverse.
Big to big passing. It's hard to do at the high school level. Tremendous job there by University.
Hawks back out to their largest lead at 9. Working the perimeter, Flying Eagles. Galucci, who had 9 in the first half, all on threes in the first quarter. Boy, Slay got in and amongst some trees and almost lost that one. A miss on the shot, the rebound comes down to Kisner.
Saw there Beckley had Cook at the high post. There's a way to get the ball into Gillum. Not for all. Nice shot. 23, Kisner.
3-pointer for Kisner.
Now,
and that's his first points of the afternoon.
Now, Keenan Cook was at the free throw line last time, wide open, and that's a chance to get a high low down there to Ben Gillum. There he is. Right there. They threw it to him, but tried to hit him on the move. Coach Hill wants him to get that ball at the center of the foul line.
Just a little miscommunication. Euro step in the lane. The shot no good for T.T. Brooks, but the rebound and the putback is good, and the lead now out to 14. Coach Ron Kidd has seen enough. He's going to call a timeout. We'll take it with them. 44-33 the lead for the Hawks.
Just now.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
The A in Chick-fil-A means a loving, caring team. We're all very supportive of each other. It goes beyond being a team. It's like a family, you know? I definitely can't imagine working anywhere but Chick-fil-A ever, especially right now.
The earth beneath my feet is turning like a wheel and beating like a drum.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications or strings or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
And we welcome you back inside the Beckley Raleigh Convention Center. A quick 7-0 run leading to a 14-point advantage for University over Woodrow Wilson.
Aaron Forbes with a great hustle play in the tip-in on the last possession.
Pack working it over to Richardson. Here's a runner in the baseline. Off the mark, but a nice rebound by Gillum. He and Forbes go at it yet again, and Forbes going to be whistled for the foul. That's number 3 on Aaron Forbes.
Yeah, Big Ben's not used to when one fronts him and he gets it, it's usually easy basket, and University able to put some height and surround him. Gillum with a great job there, good position on the rebound, and obviously drew the foul.
He's got 5 rebounds on the afternoon, 1 of 2 from the line. Nearly attacked that loose ball rebound, but it stays.
Looked like a pit bull going for a bone there, didn't he?
Absolutely.
He attacked that rebound.
44-31, Hawks on top. Here comes Barkley down the lane, and he will draw the contact.
I like Barkley, Andrew, how he drew the contact there, got the foul. He's 6'7", he's long, got a decent-looking stroke. He can go to the hole, he can post up, active around the boards, and the ball always finds active people. And he's one I like there.
Absolutely. The height and the athleticism of Barkley has been very impressive here tonight. And again, Barkley, just a junior. And he is 3 of 5 from the line, hits 2 there. The lead is extended now to 15, 46-31. Woodrow Wilson working out on the perimeter. Here's Colucci. Another 3. That one banks in right in front of us.
Yeah, the bank's open in Beckley, West Virginia at 4:45 on a Saturday. I don't think Colucci called it. But you know what? Good defense there by Richardson, able to get the steal.
Poked a hand in there. Here's Keenan Cook in the lane. Rebound comes down to Colucci, and looks like he's going to be fouled by Barkley on a play. Beckley had some trouble after shooting so well in the first half, Coach. That's the best look they've had, I think, in the second half. And sometimes it's good to be lucky.
And you know what I liked about Colucci? He didn't smile. I wouldn't either. If I banked one in, I'd act like I meant to bank it in. He just went down court. Again, there on the offensive rebound, University with the taller players around. Colucci going to the free throw line to shoot 2.
They got that foul called on the reach by Neisler. That's number 3 on Ryan Neisler. As Colucci, just his second trip to the free throw line. He was 0 of 2 before that.
There's Colucci in there battling. And, you know, the block came from the other side, was clean, but Neisler did get him on the off arm there.
Second one from Colucci. Interesting, but it will fall.
Beckley in a 12 press, a diamond press now. This diamond press will have more traps and will be more aggressive.
Flying Eagles have it down to 10, looking to cut it to single digits. And Gillum knocking it away on the trap in the corner. So Woodrow Wilson starting to really, Coach, pick up the defensive intensity here. Barkley free on the wing, though, for 3.
He's a player, Andrew.
Gillum.
You see how smooth that was at 6'7"?
Yeah, Gillum left him alone, and Barkley made him pay. Barkley with 12 points here in the contest. Now here's one on the floor. Peck ends up with it, but he'll throw it away. Hammock with the steal. 2-on-1 break. A nice move in the lane. Just hanging in midair for Hammock.
Yeah, Beckley got to attack that zone and make a guy guard you before you make a pass. And, you know, again, University can collapse in until Beckley makes some three-pointers. Hey, they still got it into being great pass.
Beautiful move by Gillum, and, again, a great pass. Those are tough to make.
Oh, great pass by Cook. Gillum's going to score around that basket.
Gillum's got 8 so far in the game. Here comes Neisler attacking in the lane, and they let the contact go. I think that was a bit of a acting job to try to draw that foul. That would have been 4. Here's Gillum, though, attacking, and he's starting to feel it now, Coach.
Oh, he gets it deep. When he gets it deep, he's really good with both hands. He's got a good spin move. There's Beckley picking up the pressure. I thought they almost had a turnover there.
Brooks almost lost that one. Hammock, though, in the lane. The runner off the mark. Rebound in midair by Neisler, and he's going to be fouled.
Yeah, let's look at this on the replay here. Nice pass. You see Ben showing his hand, showing the offensive player, the passer, I want the ball right here. And Cook did a great job of putting the ball exactly where he wants it. And that's hard to do on the high school level. You got to throw it over the defender. You got to put it exactly where Ben wants it. And when he gets it in there, you can put it in the book.
Neisler struggling from the free throw line, just 1 of 5 after that miss. Make it 1 of 6 as he misses both.
Yeah, that's about the only thing he's done bad today. Shoot free throws, but that's important. 1 of 6. I'm sure he hasn't had many games like that.
Here's Peck on the left wing. He had a couple in the first half, and Peck buries another 3.
Yeah, Peck, nice step in. Oh, beautiful
alley-oop
pass.
To the baby-faced Kisner, the sophomore.
Oh, I tell you, Kisner's going to be good. Barkley's good. I'll tell you what, they got a bright future with those two.
Richardson in the lane, and this time it'll be Neisler with the block shot. 3-on-2 break. Neisler forcing one up in the lane. And the rebound tipped by Colucci back into the hands of Neisler again.
Oh, he's good around that basket with those leaners. I tell you, University's a solid basketball team.
Neisler's got 14 now with 2 minutes left in the third. Colucci going to try another one, and that one rattles home. Colucci with his 5th 3.
Well, he's turned himself into a shooter this year. And that's 5 threes. He had 6 threes in one game earlier. Beckley's got to stop the ball a little higher.
No good on the first shot attempt, but Kisner there to clean it up.
Can't teach size.
This game has sped up very quickly offensively on both sides. Quick three-pointer, no good by Cook.
Oh, nice pass.
Neisler digs it in there, and a shot put up and good. Count it, and the bucket is going to be, the foul, is going to be against Colucci.
I'll tell you, Hammock, great body control, attack the basket. Look here. Boom, one step, attacked the basket, drew the contact, able to put it in. Woodrow hasn't had any cupcakes, no desserts on their schedule here to start the season. I mean, GW last night in less than 24 hours, a University team. That's 2 top 5 teams in the state coming in here. And, I don't think a lot of coaches will feel sorry for Ron Kidd because he's got 2 players sitting over there injured that'll be back. And don't ever count the Flying Eagles out.
It is we say it's a long, short season this year.
That's a good way to look at it.
62-46 after the made bucket and the three-point play by Hammock. Woodrow Wilson.
Now, if they can extend the defense, that's when it's time to go to the basket. Ben stepping out to the short corner, no help baseline, good read by Ben. And then you see Barkley like, where's my help? You told me to keep him there. And Ben read that and said, there's no help there.
Yeah, Barkley gave up the baseline, assuming there was going to be some help. And Gillum with another basket.
University going to try to hold that again for the last shot after being unsuccessful the first half. Joe Schmidl showing confidence in his team here. Let's see if it works this time. Oh, no, they're not holding it. They're attacking.
Neisler on the wing with it. Woodrow Wilson.
Now he may change his mind down to 24 now.
Flying Eagles trying their best to keep this one within striking distance. Neisler working out top against Peck. Some nice dribbling. One hands it now. He'll make a move with 12. Good defense by Woodrow Wilson here. Neisler now ready to attack into the lane. The lob pass, the dunk!
Beautiful play.
By Barkley.
Wow, Neisler to Barkley for the slam. I'm sure we will get another good look at that. Here it comes, our great replay. Driving to the basket. There comes Barkley knocking it down.
And that is the play that will end the third, and it's a 16-point advantage for the University Hawks. Stick around, folks. Fourth quarter action on Video Productions.
FCA has incredible impact on coaches, the teams, the players, and the community as well.
It's changed our lives. It's changed mine as a husband, as a father, and as a coach.
It does make an impact on our lives.
FCA has become a full circle in our lives.
People from all different kinds of backgrounds.
If all we're going to be is a coach that happens to be a Christian, I think it's more important to be a Christian that happens to be a coach.
Hey there, I'm Jake, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's new Grilled Spicy Deluxe is that grilled chicken that we all know and love with the grilled marks. It's super juicy. The heat, the cheese, the multi-grain brioche bun, the flavor is just out of this world.
Hey, I'm Amber, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe is the chicken. This is not your traditional spicy chicken sandwich. You get the grilled flavor, seasoning, spices, married all together to this perfect sandwich. It's literally like fireworks in your mouth.
We welcome you back inside the Beckley-Raleigh Convention Center. Fourth quarter action. University leading Woodrow Wilson by 16 as we begin this final period of play. And immediately University adding to the total with Forbes inside.
Yeah, Forbes had a nice little rest there at the end of the third. Came in refreshed and read the help before. Yeah, there's that pass. And they took the help away offensively, but then not able to deliver a good pass to being inside.
Forbes in double figures now for the Hawks, and he adds to his total with a steal. And now a foul out top by Richardson, trying to get possession back for Woodrow Wilson.
Yeah, talking to some people from the northern part of the state, they all believe up there that Morgantown is the best team in the state. And after seeing University here today, University's really good. Morgantown must be something special this year. Like to see it when those two teams play this year. There's no love lost between those two programs.
Yeah, that is a cross-town rival. Here's Barkley in the lane, and Barkley felt a little awkward on that foul. Looks like he's walking a little gingerly.
Yeah, had a chance to drop that out. Look at Barkley here. Forbes wide open. Had been a great drop-off play and able to get that.
Some foul issues mounting for Woodrow Wilson. Richardson, Colucci, and Gillum all have 3 apiece. As Barkley hits the first of 2. Second one rattles out. Barkley with 15 points, including that emphatic slam on the alley-oop to end the third quarter. Richardson pressing the issue into the corner. Colucci gets another one.
I'll tell you, Colucci's jump shot just looks pure. Nice release. He elevates off the ground, knocks it down.
Colucci lighting it up from outside. He's got 6 threes and now 20 points for the Flying Eagles. Do they have enough here in the final 6:40 to make a comeback? Inside Forbes. He'll work against Colucci. We got whistle. We've got fouls, and that will be Colucci taking the charge.
Now, that was not one of those flops that I've been referring to. I can't stand it. Now, that was a charge. I mean, Colucci, big, strong guy, was trying to hold his ground, and the shoulder was dropped, and it was a charge.
And that foul on Forbes, Coach, is his 4th.
Yep. Right there. Now, if he would have got that shoulder around Colucci, he couldn't have done that, but good defensive play by Colucci.
So Forbes in foul trouble with 4. You see Neisler sitting down on the scorer's table, getting set to come back in for the Hawks. Richardson attacking, dishing into the corner. Here's another 3 attempt. That one missing by Kimball, and right there to clean it up, though, is Gillum.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, Gillum. He can use both hands around the basket. Lead cut down to 14 now.
Gillum's got 14. The attack, though, Brooks, and a little Swiss cheese defense for the Flying Eagles.
Yeah, and then when you look at that, Beckley has to take some chances down 16, and University playing smart on the other end. Don't beat the press and pull it out, and let them. If you beat the press, make them pay for pressing you.
After the bucket by Brooks, he commits the foul. His second, team 5th. And Forbes with the 4 fouls will check out. Ryan Neisler back in for University. University will be back on the road on Monday night. They'll travel to Spring Mills High School over in the Eastern Panhandle. Woodrow Wilson's next contest, Parmar shootout against the Nitro.
Nice set play there. Cross pick for Gillum.
Near still there by Colucci. Instead, it ends up with Barkley. Boy, and Barkley
about
again.
Missed it. Leg gave out on him on the layup, about missed it.
That was a very awkward-looking fall to the ground. It looked like his leg gave out on the jump. That could be dangerous.
Yeah, Beckley's going to have to play a little faster than they like playing here. And a lot of times there was that lazy pass out from the corner down to the wing.
Richardson attacking, and T.T. Brooks will be whistled for his 3rd.
Yeah, and Richardson got the step on him. There was definitely body contact there. Let's look here. Here's Richardson. Got the step. There's the contact and the push, and Richardson very smart, threw the ball at the basket to get rewarded with 2 free throws.
This will be the first time Richardson has been to the line tonight, and he is scoreless so far, and that will remain. Richardson averaging 12.5 points per game this season. He just has not been able to find the mark tonight. Second one long as well. And Brooks grabs the rebound after committing the foul. He's got 3 rebounds. Brooks and Richardson working against each other. Now they'll dump it inside.
Nice
a
pass.
Good give by Hammock.
Oh, Hammock, nice pass. Great cut down the lane.
Now Colucci, a spot up 3. That one hits nothing, way too strong. Backside rebound to Kisner. On the attack, Barkley in the lane, a whistle. And I think they're going to get Barkley trying to clear out. That's going to be the call, a charge on Blake Barkley.
There was that cut, great cut by University. And then, if you want to get open, you got to change your direction, change your speed. And when you do that going backdoor, he lollygagged down the lane like he was going to slow and then turned it on. So that's a great way to cut. Change your direction, change your speed.
And my favorite quip, lollygagging. Colucci out top. It goes, they'll swing at perimeter looking for Slay. Well, I closed my eyes and I remember another Slay that played for this Woodrow Wilson team years ago, Tamar.
Yes, he was pretty smooth.
Here's Neisler in midair, no good with his shot. But coming in and skying for the rebound putback is Kisner, the sophomore. This kid's going to be good.
Oh, he is. Just the active. He didn't take for granted that layup was going in. He hustled down the floor, and there's Colucci. When Colucci is going left to right and he's able to square his body, he's a very accurate shooter.
He rolled off a screen and buries it. That's the first 2-point basket by Colucci, but he's got 22 on the afternoon. He's got 6 threes. And Colucci really lighting it up here nicely. But for Woodrow Wilson, they are struggling with the firepower of this University team. And again, after losing 4 starters, including 2 Division I starters in McClung and Matheny, Coach Schmidl is really, I think, got to be excited and satisfied with what this new-look University team is doing early in the season.
He has to be. When you have that much youth and height, and then you got Neisler's a solid player, Brooks is solid at the guard, along with Hammock, and then when one of your bigs gets in foul trouble, you can rotate him. They have a lot of luxuries, and he's built a great program there. Beckley's had a great program for years and years and years, but Joe Schmidl has put the university program on the map.
Yeah, 16 state titles for Woodrow Wilson in school history. 2 of them have come from Coach Ron Kidd. Here is another attack by Kisner. He'll send it home, and he will also get the foul. That's going to go against Gillum. That's number 4.
Let's see, it looks like contact to the head. Yep, little bump there by Gillum. I'll tell you what, Kisner, a sophomore?
Yes.
Wow.
And he'll complete the 3-point play. He's got 12.
Yeah, he shows signs of being a Division I basketball player someday.
Here's a quick attack. That is strong move to the lane by Keenan Cook, drawing the contact.
Yeah, Cook was a 5'11 guard last year. Now he's 6'4", sees the floor, very athletic, good on the defensive end. Turned into a solid player for Beckley.
And foul was on T.T. Brooks, his 4th.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I'll tell you, Kisner going up, and I think he was locking arms with a defender. Kisner up, but feeling a little bit rough right now. The foul as he was being locked up there was against Peck for Woodrow Wilson.
I'd say early in the season, the 3 teams that have kind of separated have been George Washington, Morgantown, and University. But Cabell Midland had a real close loss to GW, and I think they're a real solid team. And again, I told you, Beckley's looks like they're going to be 1-3 here in a few minutes, but don't count them out. Don't count the Flying Eagles out. They get 2 players off of injury, and they'll be back.
Yeah, it's a 1-3 team that I would not like to face.
No. And then, well, like you said, every loss they've had, if they continue to lose this game, the other teams are undefeated.
Nearing the 3-minute mark of this one. At the moment, the Hawks comfortably in front. There's a nice move by Gillum. The bucket and the foul. This will go against Barkley.
Yeah, and Barkley's got his hands up like he didn't foul. Gillum drew the foul. Jumped up, through the hands. Good job by Ben Gillum. Opportunity for an and one.
We've got the foul listed actually on Kisner. And unable to complete the three-point play was Gillum. So 3 minutes left in this one. It's a 20-point lead for the Hawks. Neisler in the lane has it swatted back into his own hands, though. Good defensive play by Slay.
And this is where Joe Schmidt would like his team to pull it out, call timeout. Yeah, good job coaching it. This is where you get better. Now they're up 20, but you want to learn to play at a certain pace.
That's a 30-second timeout. We'll stay here with it at 2:45 left, 79-59. So you think, Coach, as you mentioned, University looks to be one of the top teams in now class Quad A, 4A, as the new classifications came out last year, and this is a 2-year trial run. What are your thoughts on that here in West Virginia, moving to a 4-class system in basketball?
I don't know. I just liked how you called it Quad A. I don't even know if I can think about it after Quad A. I guess we have always called it Triple A and Double A. Hey, that's pretty good. I was a math teacher for a long time. It's Quad A.
Well, I'm a natural country boy that rode around on ATVs. We called them quads.
I like it. Okay, Andrew, you think about it. The Quad A is exactly like the Triple A was last year. Subtract Ripley and add who? Winfield and
Bridgeport moved up.
And one more, I think.
Yeah, there was another one.
Yeah, and I think it's pretty much the same class with a new name. It affected more the single A and double A than it did those quads. I like that.
Well, Barkley showing his athleticism, but whistled for the travel before that drive and dunk. So Woodrow Wilson with possession, trailing by 20. 2:30 left in this one. If they're going to get back in this for a final opportunity, they're going to have to be pretty perfect here, the final 2:20, and that'll help. As Gillum continues to have a tremendous second half. He's got 20 points, 8 rebounds.
Beckley set that little flex pick there for Gillum. That's 2 straight times he's came off that flex pick, and it's taken the help away so they can't double team him. So nice little set by the Flying Eagles there.
Boy, Neisler just continues to find that 15-foot area, though.
Old-timey game. They say the mid-range game is done. Not with Neisler. Great pass by Cook.
Neisler's got 17. All of them from around that area. Here's a 2-on-1 break. Neisler will keep it himself this time.
University solid. Solid all the way around. Got some depth.
Well, pass tipped away from behind from Gillum. Stolen. Here's Neisler. Looking to add to his total. Can't get the first one. Padding the stats with the rebound. Second shot also misses, though. And a great play there that time. I'll tell you what, that's going to be a block, and I think, Coach, that was caused by Keenan Cook's decision to slow down a little bit on the shot attempt.
And if you watch this, Barkley fell before the contact. Watch. Right here, he started falling before the contact. The correct call by the official. I know they're over there explaining that one to the University. Barkley really thought he had a charge. Can't start falling before that contact. And he did there.
Officials not fooled on that one. This has been a very well officiated game by these guys, Rob Pecora, Scott Cochran, and Randy Rader.
Has been. Boy, it's hard for me to say. I'm glad you said it. Hard for me to give them any credit, but, I tell the truth. When they get it right, and we do have the advantage of the replay, and he definitely got that one right. But I could see if I was coaching on the other end of the floor, I'd say, how was that? But we had the perfect angle right here. Started to fall before the contact.
Cook unable to hit from the free throw line. Wholesale substitutions before that last free throw for Coach Smittle. So University getting some subs into the ball game, including this guy. He's been in a little bit, Jude Wiseman-Raven. His shot no good, but a foul underneath. Did they call that one on Gillum?
But I tell you, always good when you can get your guys in that work hard every day in practice, get them a few minutes at the end of the game, get their morale going, and it'll be an easy bus trip back to Morgantown for the Hawks.
Grant Cavalier was the one who was fouled for University. Under a minute remaining in this one. Clucci going to try to add a little bit more to that total today. That one just off of the mark. Colucci, though, has had a tremendous game offensively here tonight.
Pass.
Gillum adding to his total. He's just one rebound away from a double-double. Slay one more time attacking. And I don't know for sure, Coach, but with 33 seconds remaining in the ballgame, as a former coach, how do you feel about that foul up 20?
Oh, I think you got to keep playing, keep going at it. These guys practice really hard. And then when they get in the game, that's like when you're up 30 and you're still pressing. Well, the guys on the bench, that's what they practice. And the only way they're going to be able to get into crunch time is to play like that. So, yeah, I think even with 2 seconds left, if the other team is attacking you, you never give them a layup. You keep playing until the end of the game. And I think both of these coaches think that also.
1 of 2 for Slay. Cavalier back to Slay with 20 on the clock.
Nice.
It's a good drive and dish. Cavalier, it won't fall. Tremendous pass by Elijah Jackson, the junior. Now Gillum attacking the rim, trying to stuff it, no good. He wanted the double-double, Coach. He missed the dunk on purpose so he could get that 10th rebound.
He got him a double-double.
And that is how the game will end. A valiant effort for the Flying Eagles, but University wins it here this afternoon, 83-62. We'll take a break for our sponsors. When we come back, we'll recap and give you some stats and wrap things up here tonight from the Beckley Raleigh Convention Center on Video Productions.
Northside, where everybody rides. Northside Chevrolet Buick GMC, Route 19 in Summersville on Northside Drive. Brand new professional grade GMCs for less, including ready for work heavy duties, Chevy Silverados, Equinox, and more at Northside. A new generation of luxury is here. Experience the new Buick at Northside Chevrolet Buick GMC, Route 19 in Summersville. Browse our enormous inventory now at northsidewv.net.
The earth beneath my feet is turning like a wheel and beating like a drum.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications or strings or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
Little General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100-plus stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
Hey, my name is Joseph, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A nuggets is they're so good every single time. You bite into that nugget, and it's just so crispy, but somehow juicy, that perfect balance. And then if you just grab a couple sauces, you're going to be in heaven.
Hey, I'm Chambray, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is how rich and cheesy it is. I just scoop the crispy top, and it's so good. It's so homey. It's like, wow, thank you. I needed that.
We welcome you back inside the Beckley Raleigh Convention Center. Final score here in this Class 4A matchup. University remains undefeated, 2-0, as they defeat Woodrow Wilson, the Flying Eagles, by a final score of 83-62. Woodrow Wilson now 1-3, but again, the teams that have beaten them have a collective 10-0 record on the season. So as Coach Bob Bolin said, this is still going to be a dangerous team as the season progresses. Coach, this was a very good shooting effort for Woodrow Wilson in a lost University. Boy, I tell you, we were not sure coming off of last year after losing so much firepower and talent what they would have. Coach Schmidl's got to be excited.
Oh, he does. I mean, when you have three bigs, Barkley, Kisner, and Forbes, all 6'6" or 6'7", and then you can rotate them in there where foul trouble doesn't hurt you. You can keep playing the same type of game, even when you get a couple fouls. That's a real luxury that a lot of teams in West Virginia don't have. And then their guard play. It's not what it was last year, but that may be the best guard tandem in the last 7 or 8 years in this state. But the guards really handled themselves well. They made good decisions, and they were able to control the game and get the ball where it needed to be.
Pair of 22-point efforts for Woodrow Wilson's Jace Colucci and Ben Gillum. Gillum adding 10 rebounds, so he finished with a double-double. And also Cook finished with 5 points, 2 rebounds. For Woodrow Wilson, they made 11 three-point baskets in this one. 6 of those, though, coming at the hands of Colucci. They were 7 of 16 from the free throw line. For University, a very balanced attack. 4 players in double figures, led by Neisler. He finished with 19 points, 6 rebounds, 17 for Barkley, and 5 rebounds. Kisner, who was quiet in the first half, finished with 13 points and 5 rebounds, 10 for Forbes on 4 rebounds, and chipping in with 8 points, 3 rebounds was T.T. Brooks for University, who shot 15 of 27 from the free throw line. They hit just 4 threes, so they were making their hay with a lot of work inside that 15-foot area Neisler really owned tonight, but he didn't just own it with the shot. He was able to distribute.
Oh, he was, and University did a great job when they got into the paint area, and they got into the paint area off of the bounce, and they created the help, and they were able to drop off passes for dunks and layups, and they really handled themselves well. And they had a lot of balance. They had different people that could score. Where Beckley, they had 2 players, Ben and Colucci, that scored over 2/3 of their points. So the other guys have to step up, the role players, and Colucci and Ben have shown they're not the role players. Those are the go-to guys. The role players have to step up and do their part as far as scoring goes to help Beckley advance to where they want to be.
University back in action Monday night. They'll travel to the Eastern Panhandle and face Spring Mills High School. And for Woodrow Wilson, they'll have a few nights off here. They'll be back in action on Wednesday night at the Parmar Shootout at West Virginia State University playing against Nitro. Coach, it's been a great job here today. It's been a lot of fun. Final thoughts for you?
Well, University looks good. I think they're a good basketball team. And I know people can get down on Beckley. They're 1-3. When they get everybody healthy and they get going, I'm just telling you, the Redfern kid is a 9th grader, and he's played big-time AAU basketball. When they get him when they get him healthy, that'll help them. When they get McMillan back, that'll help them. And Beckley will regain back to their form.
University wins it here this afternoon, 83-62. Glad you could join us on Video Productions for today's Quad A broadcast of high school basketball in the great state of West Virginia. Many thanks to the staff and crew here at the Beckley Raleigh Convention Center for their assistance and hospitality. Thanks to the athletic directors and coaching staffs from both schools in providing information for today's broadcast. I'm Andrew Miller for myself and my color analyst, 2-time NAIA National Coach of the Year, Bob Bolin. We thank you for watching live streaming coverage of West Virginia high school boys basketball on Video Productions. Game producer for tonight's live streaming broadcast has been Robbie Mounts. Camera operator was Jason Bolin. Executive producer for Video Productions is Butch Mounts.